Fala galera do Omelete, a gente tá aqui em Vancouver para conhecer os sets de Supernatural e a gente vai começar esse passeio já de cara conhecendo um dos personagens principais da série, que é o Baby, um dos carros mais icônicos das séries atualmente. A gente vai conhecer todos os detalhes dele, vai ver por dentro, vai ver por fora.
Heroes and 3 stunt cars, so there's 6 in total. It's a 67 Impala, and this one came out of New York.
Olha o barulho que esse bicho faz, velho. Então, gente, agora a gente tá aqui dentro dos estúdios e a gente vai ver vários lugares bacanas, inclusive o quarto do Jim. Então, é isso, ó. Por aqui parece tudo normal, mas você olha pra cima, você vê que é um estúdio, você encosta nas coisas, você vê que é falso. A gente vai mostrar um pouquinho mais os detalhes de tudo isso aqui pra vocês. Olha só que doideira, velho. Tá super escuro, mas dá pra ver, ó. Mais cachaça, ventilador, espelho quebrado, tudo que a gente vê na série.
I think this is probably the most dire position the boys have been in that we no longer have anybody. You know, luckily we gained friendships and we gained alliances along the way, along these 12 plus years. But at the root of it, it's still Sam and Dean. And so at least we still have each other and we know what we're fighting for, and we have very obvious goals. So clearly we ended season 12 with a naked young man in the corner of a room and Sam seeing him, and we're only to assume that it is the spawn of Lucifer.
But to be clear, we ended last season with you in a room with a naked man.
That's right. We started the season the same way, actually.
I was not there.
Yeah, that's all right. You didn't join until later. Sloppy seconds. But yeah, we're going to move along and do what the Winchesters do and just keep fighting.
I think the really fun part for me about playing Jack is that we don't exactly know which direction he's going to go to, right? We could maybe, is he going to go towards with Cass, right? Or is he maybe going to be more in the Lucifer vein?
Well, I like to think that they were all really, really sad. In the beginning of the season, we're mourning the deaths of 3 characters. We have Crowley and Mary and Cass. So Mary, being the boy's recently resurrected mother, I think is it's a hard one to top that emotionally. But I think that losing Cass and losing their mom those are probably, for the boys at this point, the 2 characters that are closest to them. So it's a tough beginning of the season for Sam and Dean.
I know the audio recordings for it back in, what was it, March, February? It was one of the most fun experiences we've had doing the show that was so outside of the box. You know, one of the great things about the show, and one of the reasons I think it's lasted as long as it has, and it's kept people engaged with it as long as it has, is because we don't take ourselves too seriously. We think outside of the box with the storylines, and we're not bound by reality. When you have those elements available to you, and you can do something like a Scooby-Doo crossover, which I don't know many shows that could even make that happen and still keep the context of the show what it was originally, and we do. We start out with live action and we get back to live action, and for that to happen in a show that's been on for 12 plus years, it's exciting.
You got this. Come here. You come back. Promise.
We cover the most epic mythological storylines in Supernatural. We cover the apocalypse. We cover the banishment of God. we cover purgatory, but the reason that we can watch those and identify with them is because all of the stories are grounded in this relationship between two brothers, which everybody can identify with. So I think that that's really been a big secret to the success of the show. If it was just about these big mythological storylines and didn't have that family relationship, I think the audience would be like, all right, that's a little too much. But we can process it because it's framed through the lens of this relationship between two brothers.
But we're 13 seasons in, and we're still sitting here like excited about telling you about our job.
I still have
And I think
us on my
I think
phone.
that tells us something. Yeah,
I still have a phone case with us on it.
it was the only way he could put me on his phone without getting in trouble.
Get away with it.